Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to make this picots in a row. And as you can see, these picots are kind of fanned forward a little bit. So if you look at a different angle, let's show you how it looks like at this angle, and then you can see that they're covering the holes. So don't be too concerned when you're making it thinking about the holes, because the holes, unless it gets really stretched out, it can be really lacy. But just a regular Afghan thumb down, you may have some pieces up like this, you may have some laying flat. It's an interesting texture, but it does have some 3D texture to it. I know it's hard to show on camera. Hopefully you can see it. It's a really nice stitch. So to make this stitch, you can use any size yarn and whatever hook that yarn recommends. Most of the time I just use regular old worsted weight yarn, which is 4-ply for the US, 10-ply for Australia, and I usually use a 5mm hook or a size H hook for the US. But like I said, you can use any kind that you want. The multiples of the stitch is 2 plus 1, and what that means is that you're going to chain in an even number, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, until you get, like, you know, the desired width that you want. Make sure it's an even number, and once you reach your desired width, you just chain one more and you're ready to go. So I went ahead and I chained 20 just to have a little piece to show you in this tutorial. So I did 20, so I have to chain one more, and now I'm ready to begin. To begin, you want to do a double crochet worked in the 7th chain from the hook. So count the first chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the 7th chain, you want to do a double crochet. Then you want to chain 1 and skip 1, and then in your next stitch, put a double crochet. And you'll be repeating this for the row. You'll chain 1, you'll skip 1, and then you'll double crochet in the next stitch, kind of making a mesh. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next. So go ahead and keep doing this down your whole chain, and I'll see you when you get to the end. Okay, I'm getting to the end of my row here. I just did double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then your very last stitch of the row will be a double crochet. And that will end row 1. So for row 2, you want to chain 1 and turn. Then you want to do a single crochet in your first double crochet here. And then you want to do a single crochet in this chain 1 space, this big old space here. Okay, now we're going to be working in our double crochets and then our spaces, our chain 1 spaces. So after your first initial 2 single crochets, you're going to start your chaining of 3s, which will start creating your picots. So you want to chain 3. You want to single crochet in your double crochet, and then you want to single crochet in your chain 1 space, and then you'll repeat this for the row. Chain 3, then single crochet in your double crochet, and then single crochet in your chain 1 space. So if it helps you to remember the pattern, just remember chain 3 and then single crochet, single crochet. So you'll always have 2 single crochets before you chain 3 again. Once you have your 2 single crochets, you'll chain 3 and then 1 single crochet in the double crochet and 1 single crochet in the chain 1 space. And then you're ready again to, whoops, I'm losing my loop here. Then you're ready again to do your chain 3. Then once you have your chain 3, go right into the first double crochet and single crochet, and then go into your chain 1 space and single crochet. And then you'll be repeating this for your whole row. Chain 3, single crochet, single crochet. And when you come to the end of your row here, again, you're going to chain 3. You'll single crochet in your double crochet like you did before. And then you'll single crochet in this big old chain on the end like you did for your chain 1 spaces. And now you're going to do a picot right on the end here. So you're going to do a chain 3, and then in this big old space again, you're going to put your last single crochet of the row, just to anchor that last one down on the end. And then this will be what the end of your row 2 looks like. Okay, so for row 3, you want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to turn. And now this row, you're going to need to keep in mind that you want these little loop things to be in front. So you want to kind of push them forward as you work. Because this is what, let me get that piece again. This is how you have these pushed out in front, because when you're working them, like this right here would have been the end of the row. You're going to push them forward and then work, and then it's just going to keep creating these little like mini ruffles. You want to skip these first 2 single crochets. So you have this first single crochet and then the next single crochet that you use to anchor it down. Let me see if I can get a little closer for you here. So you have this single crochet that we essentially just chained 3 out of, and then you have your chain 3 here, and then you have your anchor point, which is your second single crochet here. And then your third single crochet is when we first started working into our double crochet. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. See how this single crochet is in the double crochet here? We're going to be working in the double crochets where this third single crochet starts. So you're going to skip this single crochet, and we're going to be going into this double crochet from 1 row below. So that's what we're about to do right now. So once you have your chain 4, you'll skip these 2, 1, 2, and then you're going to be working a double crochet. So go ahead and yarn over. Find that double crochet 1 row down. So this very first double crochet of the row, you can fold your stitches forward if it helps you find it. For me, it helps me to leave it like this till I find my stitch. Then I go into that double crochet, and then I come up like this to pick up the stitch, and I just fold those picots, picot down. I hate that word. Fold it down, and then I create my double crochet. As you can see, it kind of pushed it forward. And then essentially you're creating your first row again. So we'll be doing a double crochet, and then chain 1, and then again working a double crochet into the double crochet. So you'll be chaining 1, then you'll be working in the next. The hardest part of this row is, don't forget, chain 1 after every double crochet. Hardest thing about this row is just finding the stitch where the double crochet is, which is not so hard because you can come from the bottom, come up, find the stitch, put your hook in the stitch, fold that picot over so you can just get the stitch of the double crochet. Whoops, I forgot to yarn over. And then you'll do your double crochet, then chain 1. Let me back up a little bit. Maybe it'll be easier for some people to see it from a little bit of a distance. So again, yarn over. Always remember to chain 1 after your double crochet. So yarn over, find your next double crochet, put your hook in the stitch, and then you can fold those forward, which will pop that stitch right up, and then do a double crochet and chain 1. You want to continue to put a double crochet in each double crochet, keeping that wave going in front of the chain 3. So you always find the stitch, and then I come and I fold it over just to make sure I'm not gonna crochet over it. Okay, you want to do a double crochet in this very last double crochet of the row as well. So again, you're going to have to find the stitch and then fold that over to finish your double crochet here on the end. Now it's kind of got like a mesh look on this side, but on this side you can see it's pushed those loops forward, creating a texture on the other side. And now you're going to be repeating rows 2 and then 3, which is the one we just did. So you're going to repeat the previous row and then this row over and over again. So what we're going to do for the repeat of row 2, which is going to be row 4, is you're going to single crochet, chain 1 and turn, and single crochet in the first double crochet, just like we did before. And then you'll single crochet in the first chain 1 space as well. Remember, 2 single crochets before you start your chain 3. So we have our 2 single crochets, so we'll start our chain 3. Then you find that very first double crochet and put a single crochet in it. That's 1 single crochet. Now go to the chain 1 space, put your second single crochet. Now you're ready for your chain 3. Find your double crochet again to single crochet in. Then in your chain 1 space, single crochet. Now you have your 2 single crochets, so now you're ready for your chain 3. And then you start your single crochets again. 1 in the double crochet, 1 in the chain 1 space. And chain 3, and just repeat this pattern all the way to the end. And if you're wondering what kind of hook I'm using here, I'm using a wooden Furls hook. But I did have them send me the new hook that they have out because I was so curious about it and how it compared to this one that I'm using all the time. It doesn't have the little bumps on the end. I'll show you here in a minute after I show you the repeats. So I guess I'll show you at the end of the video what I'm talking about. Okay, just single crochet there in my last double crochet. Then we have nothing but this chain 4 here. So you're going to single crochet your second single crochet in the row. So you have 1, 2 single crochets now. And then you're going to create your chain 3 and your single crochet. You'll create that last picot at the end. Okay, so you chained 4 at the beginning of row 5. And again, you're going to skip the first 2 single crochets of the row, 1, 2, and you're going to find this third single crochet, which is in your double crochet. Because remember, these double crochets are what we're going to be working in. So find that first double crochet, and your third single crochet should be in it. So if you find the double crochet, do a double crochet in that double crochet. Remember, pushing that chain 3 forward as you do it. Chain 1, yarn over because you'll be doing double crochet. Find that next double crochet of your row, put your hook in it, push the chain 3 forward and work your double crochet and chain 1. Again, yarn over, find the next double crochet, work your double crochet, chain 1. I'm going to be repeating this for the row. I always put my hook in, then I fold the chain 3 down. I'll work a little faster here so I can show you the end. Okay, just put my last double crochet in my last double crochet of the row. Now I have my very last stitch here, which is also double crochet, so technically I guess this is the last double crochet of the row. And you just did a double crochet in chain 1, and now put a double crochet in this very last double crochet to end row 5. And then you'll be repeating row 2 again, which for you now will be row 6. And again in row 2 you're going to only be chaining 1 turn, single crochet in the first stitch. As you can see the back, now you have 2 rows of these ruffles. And that is how you do your picots in a row stitch. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to click like and share this video. It helps me out so much. And also, like I promised, I have this. It's called Streamline, Furls Streamline. And I also asked for an extended hook, like I'm always telling you guys, when you order one of these Furls hooks. I'll get this out of the way for a second. When I first ordered this original hook, it came like half the size and I had to extend it. But I was just comparing the sizes of these two. And it looks like the original Furls hook is shorter than this one. As you can see, this original Furls hook is shorter than this one. This hook has, the extended that it gave it was much, much more than what you get for this one. Oh, I also wanted to mention I have a community on Facebook. Come join us. I'll leave the link down in the description below. It's called Crochet for the Masses. And also I have a Pinterest page that's also community. You can look it up, Meladora's Creations on Pinterest, and you'll be able to find it. So that's it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please leave a like and share and comment and everything else. It really helps my channel out. Also, if you want to become a patron, you can find that link down below. That's extremely helpful. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.